Okay, one more time, yard update. Tree, really tall. I know you can't tell, but it has grown at least a couple feet at the top, and it's definitely got a bunch of leaves and filling out and stuff. Other tree, pretty much okay, but it's shaded half the day, and that's as expected. So that's, well, you can't tell against the background. Shaded half a day, so that's just gonna happen. Don't much have a fix for that. Absolutely adore my lawn service. $50 a month. I don't have to mow it or nothing. This is all taken care of. Blackberries growing pretty well, but if you can tell, there's some yellow in there. That's from the water, because it's basically 95 plus outside all the time. And let me think of the words. I need to water them more than I have been, so I upped the watering now, and it should be better. Other blackberries. I'm trying to do this faster so I don't take too long. Doing pretty well. I don't know why they don't get, maybe they don't get as much sun as why they aren't as pissed off yellow. And other tree. This is the other one was an American elm. This is a Chinese elm. These are the replacement trees I got because I couldn't find the other ones, and they're pretty tall. I mean, they're growing pretty good, so I'm like super good with that. This is a construction, this is another tree, another construction project. I buried a 4-inch pipe and put hose in it so that I could have it so that people weren't going to drive across the ground and ruin the hoses. So they're buried, which is cute. Comes out the other side. But of course I destroyed the grass and everything else in the process, so I'm trying to put down some dirt and grass and water it and stuff. New construction project. I had cut down some trees that were pretty huge, 5-6 inches, and about as tall as these. So that one looks dead, and I'm going to have to cut that down someday. There's no leaves on it, no needles, no nothing. So that sucks. There's one there, and then there's two down in that patch way down there. So I wanted to replace them. Didn't know how, didn't know what kind. So I stuck with these. This is a green giant arbor vitae. It's just a tree. It's got fan type leaves. It's evergreen. Took forever to dig a hole in the ground and put dirt around it and everything else, and my hands were like and feet were completely black because just all the soil and dirt and everything else. Come to find out, I need to water them. And there's 4 of them. One there, and then 2 down there. Well, the trick is I have to get a hose across, and again, people are going to drive across it and mow it and cut it and ruin it. So I did another digging and put another pipe across. This one's only like 2-inch. That way I can actually get the water down here without it being ruined. This third tree. The soaker hose is pretty much the size of what the pot was, so that it just stays in that area. Eventually I'll coil it out until it looks like a bigger coil like this. But for now, I'm trying to keep it closer to where the actual roots are. These trees basically on either side of this, I'll back up a little, that one and that one, which is kind of through some leaves, will replace this one, which is sadly looking. It's not dead, it's just sad. It's like sparse and a couple of branches here and there, empty, and someday it's gonna go down. It's just, I can't cut it down until it dies. And holy poopsicle, you can't tell, that thing is like 10 inches around. That thing is giant. So, and it's leaning. So how do you cut down a leaning tree that's gonna fall in your fence? That won't work. So I'm leaving that one for later. Another tree through some leaves. This one, in theory, not only replaces ones that were down there. That's pretty far away. But they are so shaded that they wouldn't get anything until they're like 20, 30 foot tall. And that's too long in the future. So I'll just put them along here. They ended up being in a row along the fence, and they ended up being past what I'm going to call this edge. Someone put an edge here for some reason in the universe. Landscaping, prettiness, who knows, decorative, who knows why. So there's an edge here, and they're on the other side of the edge, but still away from the fence. So that's my tree situation. I'm doing this, these last 4 trees, 95 degrees outside, basically no breeze, just crazy hot and tiring, and in the sun. I'm trying to do it in the morning and the evening so it's cooler, but it's not working out very well. So this was an adventure. Hopefully they stay watered and don't die, and hopefully my other plants grow more. So that's my normal yard and my adventures in my yard. Let me think. There's still some things here and there that I want to do, and I haven't figured out how. These kind of bushes things, I don't mind them growing too tall, but the trick is I need to grow them up versus sideways. They want to grow sideways into like the porch, and I'm like, that's just going to be a mess. So I could prune them, or I could try to string them up, and that's what that string was supposed to be, is try to guide them into that, but that doesn't work very well. So I need to come up with a different thought plan, how to guide them toward that area. Still very, very happy. You can't see if you stare long enough. I topped the tree. It was about 50 feet. Now it's only like 40 feet. That blocked my solar panel, which significantly makes more power now because of that. I don't know. I think I'm making progress and nothing's really going wrong, so that's good. Thing I don't want to do is I have, where do I stare long enough? I have blackberry places where blackberries were, but no fruit. I believe in my heart that is a bird. Birds are coming up and going, hey, you made this really pretty fruit for me. It's like tastes really good. Why don't I eat it for you? Like, damn it. So I gotta think, do I want to fight them? Do I just tolerate them? I've gotten very few, if any, probably 2 blackberries this year. They grow, but then they get taken away. So I don't have an answer for that one. I'll just maybe tolerate it for now. But anyway, that's my story in my yard. Thanks.